agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do. Cause I refuse to let opinions take me out of my moves. You can't control shit.
Welcome back to the 4th episode of the My Right May Be Your Wrong podcast, where open minds meet and closed minds read. Yes, we have made it to the 4th episode. Appreciate everybody rocking. Before we get into anything, I need y'all to hit that like button, subscribe button, share, because I be forgetting to tell y'all that, like, that's important. We're trying to build up the channel. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for us before we get started. But before we get into the theme of this week's episode, I wanted to shout out the first comment and the best comment winner of this evening. And that is going to go to first comment UQENT, which is my homie, Big Key. I've shouted him out on the episode. He's a producer. He responded about things regarding the podcast. Yes, he had some comments regarding podcasters not really making it to the 3rd episode, and he said he is a victim of it, failing to get it through and from procrastination. But, you know, we can all fight it through. You're going to get through it one day. Shout out to Big Key for that first comment. For the best comment, I wanted to give it to Sean Smith. What's his name? Sean Smith 4780. Yes, Sean Smith. He shouted me out and just reminded me to also put my song in the description, because you know, you guys, I take breaks throughout the show to give you guys a snippet of my music, because I'm a rapper and an artist myself. So shout out to Sean Smith for reminding me to put that in the description box. The character, by the way, that's the song. To get started, I wanted to shout out the theme for this evening, which is Tables Turn. I also have a project titled that, and the theme of this is regarding the topics that we're going to be talking about in general, how it all stems back to basically tables turning. So let's get into the first category of the night, which is entertainment. So I don't know if you all know, if you've been under a rock, if you're into the rap world, but Drake is into it with everybody right now. He is beefing with like 20 niggas. The tables have turned. Because at one point in time, he was just making music with these dudes. He has so many features and great top songs with these same artists that's going against him. Now, for the world of entertainment and rap myself, I am enjoying it. I am enjoying the battle of words and lyrics, not necessarily the back and forth on the internet, because him and Rick Ross, they've been going back and forth on the internet for a few days about a bunch of rich shit. Like, the jokes have been just out of this world. Like, it's the too rich. They ain't even, the average person wouldn't even kind of understand what the hell they're talking about. But in the aspect of music, this is dope. Drake responded. Well, I won't even say he responded, because like he said in his diss record, this has been brewing up for years now. All of them been sneak dissing each other forever now. I just find it mighty funny in the year of the Aquarius, which I talk about on my first episode, and just the times in general that everybody want to go against Drake right now. It's funny to me. It's entertaining. It's funny. Now we're waiting on Kendrick Lamar diss. They say it might take forever, but that's going to be the next, that's like the next step to this. Like Kendrick Lamar diss. After that, it's pretty much who's about to be next. So before we get into our next category of the evening, I want to take a quick break, because y'all know I'm an artist, a singer, a rapper, all of the above, and I'm putting all of this in one hood. Why not promote my music too? I need y'all to take a little time out to check out my track, Tables Turn. It's the intro to my project, Tables Turn. Since we doing the theme, Tables Turn, why not keep it Tables Turn? Why don't y'all go on moreminds.net and buy a hoodie that's called Tables Turn, or a t-shirt, Tables Turn? No, let's get into it.
You ain't talking about shit that I'm doing. I cannot relate to you, cause you're useless. Always talking about yourself, see you're bougie. And right there is where you lose me. Cause if you knew me, you'd have been understood. This conversation been through, bitch. When you through it, the Benjamins go hand to hand with any nigga you're screwing. When I'm the type of bitch to say fuck a hand, you gotta understand that I do this. You're a loose bitch, clueless. That explains why you're losing. See them tables turn, you gon' live and learn that you get back what you put in. I take care of mine, it's my duty. And they gon' do the same for me, cause they true bitch. Don't get mad at me, cause he truly. We just prove to you that he choosy. I don't even feed into his.
So let's get into the business and politics segment of this episode. I don't know if you all know, but Samsung is on top. Android, Samsung has been seeing a spark in sales. I believe it's the S23 to be exact. And iPhone has decreased. Ain't that something? Because iPhone loves talking about us. I said this on my status before, that iPhone users love bringing up Android users, and we don't never bring them up. But yeah, Samsung has seen a spark, and some people like to separate Android from Samsung. But it is a lot of dope Androids outside of Samsung. I believe Huawei is Huawei, however you spell it, or however you say that. But that company too, outside of Samsung, is another good Android user, has been seeing sparks in sales. Apple supposedly has been seeing this decrease in sales due to the lack of AI developments and like China security, like something to do with like the government in China is a big reason why people are not really trying to buy into Apple phones anymore. But yeah, I'm just happy for Android. You know, Samsung, go Samsung. I'm a Samsung user, Android user, love it. So yeah, tables turn around here, even on the business and politics and Android and iPhone side. Yeah, shout out to Bolito. Y'all make sure y'all try y'all out the Applebee. I call this the Applebee. It's Crown Royal mixed with Sprite and cranberry juice. Crown Royal apple mixed with Sprite and cranberry juice. I'm a person who do not like alcohol, the taste of it. So this tastes really good. Like, I like stuff that tastes really good, you know? And if you need a good summer drink, I said this is called the Applebee. Yes, Crown Royal apple, Sprite, and cranberry. I shouldn't be saying that because I ain't giving me shit, paying me a goddamn dollar to tell y'all about that. But I'm going to tell y'all anyways. Okay, let's get into the love and relationship segment of this episode. So if you're following me on Facebook, you would have been able to see this week the status that I wrote regarding what we're going to be talking about today in Tables Turn. Follow me on Facebook now at Sarah Appleb. I ask my audience, talking or no talking during sex. Now, for the most part, I feel like a good majority of people said talking. Nobody really, not too many people wanted it to be just totally silent, but you had some people that wanted talking done to a minimum. But yes, for the most part, they wanted y'all to talk. The women wanted to talk to me and wanted to talk, be freaky, all that. Me personally, I don't need that much talking. Yeah, and it can get real awkward. I don't need that much talking, and I don't need you to ask me any fucking questions. Like, questions be out of control, and then it always be the wrong question for me because, like I said, we just starting out. Like, say if it's our first time having sex, do not ask me stuff like who pussy is this and do you love me? So it's like it can get real deep, like on the question end, and I'm trying to focus and I'm concentrate because it's the outer and inner body experience for me with sex. So too much talking could throw me off. Too much aggression. And like I said, questions would just be the worst. Keep it at a minimum for me. I don't know about y'all, but for me, keep it at a minimum. So, have y'all seen in recent news and fashion that apple bottom jeans is supposed to be coming back? Shout out to Nelly. Yep, I'm Sarah Appleb. Back in the day, I did buy apple bottom jeans because, me specifically, I bought them because they fit us properly. If I'm not mistaken, Delicious had some jeans back then too. I forgot what's the name of them, but they fit chicks, you know, with wider hips and bigger butts with small waists. Like, I used to have a problem with buying jeans and the waist would be too big and I always would have to wear a belt. So me personally, that's why I love apple bottom jeans. I'm not really heavy into brands and names all over my clothes anymore, but just off the nostalgic vibe and the feeling, just knowing that he's bringing these back and the memories I had when we bought them jeans when we went shopping back then, that was like, you know, the Lot 29, Pepe, the Zuri era, yeah, like shit, I think House of Darion was even out by around there. But yeah, shout out to Nelly, Tables Turn, because apple bottom jeans are back. So let's get into these random facts of tonight. Or maybe they might be random perspectives, but I just found out basically somebody, not somebody, but a few people did studies and surveys about how your personality can be characterized by how you dunk or how you eat your Oreo cookie. Yes. Personality is characterized by how you eat your Oreo cookie. So they say things like cookie at one time, they say you're a fun person. If you're nibble at it at once, they say you're super creative. Me personally, I feel like if you eat your cookie at one time, you might be greedy. You might be, I take that as greedy. You eat it at one time. Even down to what they say, if you break your cookie apart, they say you're more of a meticulous person. But yes, there has been a study on how you eat your Oreos. Your Oreos can describe your personality. If you dunk your Oreo, they say you the life of the party, you be turned. So yeah, why don't y'all tell me how y'all eat y'all Oreos? Do y'all feel like how you eat your Oreos describe your personality? Did any of those things fit your characteristics? Me, I dunk my Oreo. But I can say I am not the life of the party. I will bring the party. Like, I'll buy some weed, I'll bring some drink. But I ain't really the one all on the table, super turn. But I do dunk my cookie. Like, I can't even eat Oreos without milk. They said something about people who eat them too, like who could just eat the cookie, because I just feel like it's a little weird to eat Oreo without milk anyways. Me, I ain't eating it like that. But let's get into, that was underlay for the foreplay, because we get into the culinary section of the night. Tables turn. Because yeah, we was talking about how you eat your Oreos, but apparently, according to the news, it is a big rise in healthy snacks. People are starting to eat way more healthier snacks than, the go-to shit like Oreos and chips and candies and Nutty Buddy bars and Little Debbie cakes. All the little bullshit everybody used to eat. Yeah, now they getting more apples and avocados. Everybody's starting to be more healthy. Look at how the tables turn. The culinary aspect of it. Yeah, healthy snacks is on the rise. Do you feel like you have, refrained or cut down on unhealthy snacks and, find yourself eating more healthy snacks? Me personally, I have. As an adult, I really don't do I don't do much candy at all, like ever, and I don't do chips much often, but I do a lot of smoothies and fruit. I love smoothies and fruit, like to the point where I'm even been making my own lately with my beet powder and my protein powder and all that. But yeah, how about y'all? Do y'all feel like, you've been more on a healthy rise, or do you feel like you still been eating the same bullshit? So, shout outs. We cannot we cannot leave without shouting out some dope people for this evening. And my first shout out I wanted to do was Chris from Reality Check podcast, who had me on his podcast last week. I sat down and kicked it with him. We had a dope conversation. One of the topics was about disciplining your child, your significant other disciplining your child. We had some dialect, on that, and I wanted to shout him out just in general for having me on his show, and this is my way of, shouting you out back. I gave you a hoodie also, tables turn. Like I said, this is the theme of the episode. So yeah, shout out to Reality Check Podcast, and y'all go follow them. I also wanted to shout out this evening and Thermo Flame. He's a producer out of Detroit. Shit, I believe he a seamstress too, because I be seeing him sew stuff together. Like, he do a lot of dope original pieces of fabrics and clothing and stuff. So yeah, shout out to Thermo Flame. He's also produced a track on my project called Do Me, which is on the Tables Turn project also. So yeah, y'all hit that follow button. I'm leaving everybody's info in the description. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the 4th episode of the My Right May Be Your Wrong podcast, because we did that. Tables Turn. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. I appreciate all of the consistency. I feel like the consistency has been helping out a lot, because even with the last episode I dropped, I peeped the comments and the likes and the views came in faster than the week before and the week before that, and I just want to keep that rolling. I did this episode in a 1-part segment. The last episode I did in a 2-part segment because I came across rendering issues at the end of me, because I told you guys I do this all by myself. So when I got to the end, I was having issues with rendering the file. I guess it was too big for what I was working with. So in order for me to get it out and do what I said I was going to do, I broke down the episode into 2 parts. But this one is going to be 1 full part, because I want to make sure all the comments and the views align on one episode. So I appreciate everybody being patient with me and rocking with me, and leave some comments, some likes, leave some feedback. Let me know how you feel. And yes, shout out to, like I said, the givers, the giveaways. Y'all hit the description and the bio. I mean, description in the YouTube channel, and visit the website moralminds.net, the podcast section, and you can check out the giveaway portion and figure out what you want, pick out what you want, and I'll get it to you. So yes, tune in next week.
Agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do, cause I